Hey guys, welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. So today we go back on the continuation of the topic Nigerian men hates black American women. So we're back on the topic. Now, if you follow the first part, we did establish that the concept of Nigerian men hating black American women, if it's true, can be affected or is seen with four different Nigerian men based on the geographical location. And the part one we talked about on Nigerian men who basically born, raised in Nigeria and have not left the shores of Nigeria. And we got to see that these men don't hate black American women. They love black American women and all the lovely opportunities an average black American woman brings to the table. However, today we would look at another point in terms of geographical location, and then we're looking at Nigerian men who live outside Nigeria. So we're talking about Nigerian men who live outside Nigeria, excluding the United States. So these are Nigerian men that can be found in some specific geographical region around the globe, not everywhere. We're talking about Nigerian men who are found in some locations like in Africa, South Africa, Ghana, Cameroon, and some other African countries. Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, mostly Southeast Asian countries, Cyprus, Turkey, and Eastern Europe, like Belarus and all of you. So all of these other countries in Eastern Europe. And then the Middle East, like Bahrain, Lebanon, Qatar, and the UAE. Now, the truth is that a lot of these Nigerians migrate to these countries for work, business, and educational purposes. So some go there for business, like some who go to Turkey, Vietnam, and some part of the world. They go there for businesses. Some go for work, mostly in the Middle East and some part of Eastern Europe as well, on Mediterranean part of Europe. And then you also have those who go for the educational purposes. So what happens is that some of them have actually tried going to countries we consider economically strong countries like the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, the Scandinavian countries, but oftentimes a lot of them didn't get their visa or got their visas denied, so they tried countries where they could easily get the visas. Some of them did not try getting visa, but the whole travel package to these supposed top tier countries, this like the US and co, was very expensive to achieve. And likewise, the tuition fee for some of these top tier countries like the US, UK, Canada, Australia, it was also difficult to come by. So some of them had to just go to countries that are not like USA or economic stronger countries. Some of them went to these countries, like I mentioned in the previous page, uh, as kind of like a stopgap measure, pending on when they can go to a stronger economical country like the U.S., Canada, and co. So for instance, you get some who study in some of these countries. When they're done, they want to go make advanced studies in this top tier countries, so countries stronger economically, or you have those who are there for business and work, hoping that one day they relocate to this top tier country. So in a situation where maybe, for instance, you meet a Nigerian man in the Middle East, like Dubai, for instance, and maybe you get to find out that this Nigerian man is struggling. There are a lot of Nigerian men who are struggling in every part of the world, of course. A lot of people in every part of the world struggling, but maybe you meet a Nigerian man who is struggling in Dubai. Maybe he's got no papers, resident permit, work permit. His papers are expired. He can't work in the country, so he's struggling to make ends meet. And then at some point, he's now thinking, what do I do? Should I go back to Nigeria? And then he comes back, no, I cannot go back to Nigeria, because if I go back to Nigeria, some people will laugh at me, because there's a stigma if you leave the shores of Nigeria or the shores of Africa and you go overseas. There's this stigma that you've gone there to make money. So if you come back empty handed without money, some people who are not smart will laugh at you. So this Nigerian man figures out that there's no point going back to Nigeria, because a lot of people would mock him like, oh, you spent this and this X amount of time outside of Nigeria, you came back with nothing, basically empty handed, So this guy is thinking, okay, what's the best thing I do? What should I do? I mean, things are tough for me, but I need to survive. I need to move to a country where I can work, where there are opportunities for me to work, even if it's a manual job, a simple job. I can just do it, at least make ends meet and money, than to stay here where I don't even get to see manual jobs. And then at that point, he discovers, okay, I have to find a way to talk to somebody online. So a lot of them, they start talking to women in this top tier countries, like I did mention, like which United States happens to be one of these countries. So they start talking to a lot of these Black American women, and they exchange messages back and forth, with their love bombing and charming nature. And the Black American woman is swept and totally in love. She's totally in love, and then she is excited to meet this guy. So this brings me to the question again: what do they actually think about the Black American women when they contact them? Well, the truth is, first thing is, a lot of them see the Black American women as an escape route from where they are. That is the honest truth. And then a minor percentage actually meet these women because they're actually in love. And you can see this with the age distribution. I don't have any chart or statistical page to show for that, but you can basically just keep a track in terms of correlation that those who find love, you see there is a significant age distribution between the Nigerian man and the Black American lady he's talking to. And then if you find those who are looking for escape route, these are men who throw away everything possible that it takes or that means for one to be Nigerian. So now this is just the truth. So the truth is, a lot of Nigerians, they would like, okay, I am here, I don't have a job, my papers are expired, I have to survive, and I don't want to go back home. What do I do? I need to find someone who is going to help me get out of this country. A lot of you listening to my voice, you have one way or the other dealt with a Nigerian man who is in the Middle East or in one of these countries, mostly in the Middle East. The truth is, not all of them are into this, but a whole larger chunk of them actually want to leave these countries because you understand very well that the human right conditions there are very, very poor. It's not so welcoming like it is in suppose top tier countries like the United States and co. So they want to leave basically. So what do? They actually try their hands on dating sites. They go in search of a lady who they would actually, see if she could help them leave that country, or they look for a lady who they actually are in love with, which most times happens by chance. Most times happens by chance. Most times you see this man actually, they're like, okay, I want to go into a relationship. So they go online on dating site and they meet a lady who loves them and they love the lady and it happens. Sometimes some go there because they want to escape. And then in this process, the lady in question, they meet, they talk, they love bomb her. The next thing, she is ready and interested to meet them. So before she is going to meet these guys, the question always arises: what do these men in these countries, what do they think about an average Black American woman? The truth is, the Nigerian men here, they love Black American women because the truth is, Black American women genuinely love them. When they meet, Black American women would go to them. Black American women, a lot of them will cater for their needs. And also, these Black American women would also be happy to go get married to these guys. And by so doing, they start this loving relationship which blossoms into marriage and also some start having family, and as it goes on and that, and then you have those a larger chunk of them who actually see you as a means of relocation. So it's very important because the truth is, a lot of them do actually find true love. They actually do find true love in the eyes of the Black American woman. They meet some by chance, some planned, and they fall in love because the girl or the lady takes all the boxes and the guy ticks all the boxes, so they fall in love and everything is fine, and for whatever reason they fall in love, one thing is for sure, he has to come join you in your country because you live in a country where maybe you were born there, you've established yourself. So so what, this dude is just in this country for 3 years, 2 years, he hasn't, so definitely he has to come join you, American dream, and enjoy the American dream. On the other hand, you have those who are just going to be with these ladies simply because they give them opportunity to leave the country they are in. It's like, I don't have money to live here, but I'm going to look for that lady who would help me live here. And the intention is to leave. The intention is always to leave for the ones who are looking for escape route. And you would see that as you start communicating with them that they really want to leave. They have nothing good to say about the country. They are tired. They have no job, no means of sustenance. Definitely, they want to leave. They don't want to go back to Nigeria empty-handed. But the one way they might consider going back to Nigeria if everything is set, and you will come down to Nigeria to marry them. So a lot of them would be happy to go back, so you can get married to them in Nigeria, given their visa status in the country they are in. So you marry them in Nigeria, and then you go back to your country and you file for the paperwork. So, guys, it's always a love story. At the end of the day, it's a love story. So, these guys, they don't hate Black American women. No, far from it. They don't hate them. They meet Black American women who love them, who they love, who give them opportunity to relocate and go to a better country, or who give them opportunity to actually find true love. The question now is, are you with the right one? Have you really come to that point where you have come to discover that the Nigerian man you are with is one who actually wants to be with you? So, guys, that's all I have to say for this topic. It's a very short one. We'll look into the next one, Nigerian man who just arrived the United States soon. So I also want to bring us to the attention of this, my backup channel, which is the Home Truths Reactional page. I made one video, then I stopped. I wasn't encouraged with the subscribers. So if you want to enjoy and watch reactionary videos that I react to, I would like you to please subscribe to this channel, Home Truth Reaction. I uploaded a video recently today, and I will drop the link on the description so you can just click on the link and then subscribe. So you'll be able to watch reactional videos. So if the page is growing, certainly if it's growing, I will certainly post more reactional videos. So, guys, that is it for me. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next video. Peace out. Home Truth Nigeria.